There's a couple of clinicians in the team. If we all start taking clinical time, then the burden is going to be left on the rest of the team. And as we're quite a small, close-knit team, I don't mind taking it in chunks of work time at one time instead of regular, constantly away. It seems to be managed better that way.
Would you describe the organisation in which you work a well-disciplined one?
Yes. We are. Well, we need to be disciplined because of the amount of students that we get turning over. We need to be disciplined to get through, make sure that everything's set up and the courses are run so that we can ensure everything's going to plan.
Are the students well-disciplined?
Majority of the time, they are. However, in the opening brief they get told what's expected and what's not expected, and if they fail to meet the standards, then they get RTU'd.
Are you confident that in your wider organisation that should people step out of line, they would be brought back into line?
Well, discipline should certainly be there. It should be part of the organisation, and it should be more sort of like self-discipline than external discipline. So you should have you put in the uniform on, you should have the self-discipline to conduct yourself in the correct way, and it should only have interaction from outside if you're constantly stepping outside the rules or breaking the rules or whatever they're doing. But it should always be there. It should always be hanging over you if you do not abide by the rules. That there are.
So you say it should. Is it in your organisation?
In our organisation.
Is so you talked about external. Is the external discipline present to a good enough standard, in your opinion?
Yes, because people obey. I lay it on quite thick, and they seem to obey it, and the people that haven't obeyed it have gone. And they get dealt with by their unit when they get back.
To what extent do you feel the organisation in which you work is an efficient one?
Well, if it wasn't efficient, then we wouldn't be able to churn out these 40-odd courses a year, getting everything ready, getting all the joining instructions ready, making sure the faculty is up to date, getting new faculty, the exam requests are in on time, and everything, making sure that all the kit in the classrooms are booked in advance, the vehicles are booked so that we can ensure all the kit is taken wherever we need to take it, be it Gosport or Colchester. We have the relevant makeup artist so that everyone gets the same exposure to decent injuries instead of us trying to...
So it's efficient because it has to be, otherwise it just... So in terms of waste of resource, waste of hours, waste of time, there's very little of that.
There's very little waste of time, yeah. Because if there's one course running, and we'll have one team done with that course, and the other team will be up prepping for the next week. So it's normally back-to-back, then next week it's another back-to-back course. And it's
How proud of your organisation are you?
Yeah, we're quite proud. Well, I'll say very proud, because even though we do have some failures, it's nice to know that the majority of people are getting I wouldn't like to give a figure, but we're getting a large percentage of passes, and the ones that aren't successful, they are when they return.
Okay. So you're very proud. Are you proud of the Army?
As a whole, predominantly, yeah. I'm proud to put the uniform on, proud to serve. Yeah.
How clear is the direction from your boss?
It's very clear in what they want to achieve. We've got these courses, and we know that it would be nice to have 100% pass, but it's ensuring that the ones that don't pass get fully debriefed, and they know why they haven't passed. Whether if there's any training errors or training trends, then they get fed back up to him, and it's always, if there's other stuff away from the course that they want doing, it's direct to that one person that they wants to do it, so everyone knows that person needs to do that. and if they're struggling with it, then we can help them out to make sure that it is done and they get the results that they require.
So how involved in decision making do your superiors allow you to become?
Not heavily involved.
So in the wider decisions that need to be made, they ask your opinion regularly.
Yeah. So it's like if TCRs have to go in, because I'm the only pre-hospital clinician in the department, quite a lot of the time they will come to me and they're like, "You're the paramedic, you're pre-hospital.
Okay. What
do you think to this?" So I'll put my opinion about it, and then they'll.
So they're relying upon your expert opinion.
Yeah.
And to what extent do your superiors allow you to get on with your job and not meddle in your job?
They don't touch.
So you're completely
left alone to do it. The only time they'll get involved is if things start going wrong, or we ask for their involvement.
And you're comfortable with that?
Comfortable with that, yeah. Well, and it was like the proof's in the pudding. The courses are working, we're getting the faculty that we need, we're getting the pass rates, we're getting everything sorted. It's minor technical issues, like when one of the distributed places won't issue us with the joining instructions so that we can't start issuing the faculty and things like that. That's when we start asking for input from higher, so then they can start stamping their feet and then things start getting done.
In your opinion, what is a toxic leader?
Toxic leader, micromanaging, constantly over your shoulder, challenges everything. So what I say challenges, constantly belittling you, overruling you, not allowing you to do it. It's their way or the highway, basically.
Would you describe your place of work as a fair and equal place to work?
Yeah, definitely. It's a fair mix. It's a tri-service environment. We've got tri-service in there, and each service does things differently. But
do you feel that you have the exact same opportunities as everyone else for promotion, for holiday, for external training as everyone else?
Well, there's the same opportunities, bar the holidays.
Okay, go on.
Purely for the fact that, for some reason, when the courses were put onto the SOTAR, they put courses over the school holidays, whereas the rest of the school is on stand down. Yet we still got courses going, and then we have to take our block leave after. So instead of getting to spend time with the family, we have to do it off. So when the kids are off school, we have to wait until they're back in school before we can take them.
So an inefficiency in the wider organisation has caused
but
an inequality.
Inequality, yeah. But that's been rectified for the next training year. So it's all been put into place so that we can have that.
During your career, how often have you been exposed to a toxic leader, if at all?
How often have it? Several times, I would say. So middle management, not high management, but middle management. There's been a few toxic leaders that I can think of that just don't allow you to get on with things. Everything has to be their way or the highway, even though you know that you're right and they're wrong.
Yeah.
They're more than happy to stand there and belittle you in front of everyone else.
So more than once?
More than once.
That you've heard a toxic leader. On balance, what comes first in your organisation? The task, the team, or the individual? The team always comes first, and then the team make sure that the team's happy. And then if the team's happy, the task gets done, and the individual things come along after that. So we need to make sure the team's happy, make sure the task's done, and then if other individuals need things to get sorted, then they'll get fitted in around what needs to be going on. Unless there's a compassionate thing, then the individual comes first, and everything else gets put on a back burner.
Is that the same for the balance of your career? Would you say when you look?
Oh
back
no, just this team.
For the balance of your career, what would you say?
For the balance of my career.